Listen, I know I was dissing Dragonite in last episode, but I decided to give him a try. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. And before we jump into that match, that game, we do have a lock booster to open up. So this will probably be the last one before the third, and hopefully we can pull an EX. Hopefully it's something we don't have, and it's a rare, and it's a Brion. So not what we're looking for, but there are new horizons upon this game in 2 days. So out with the old, in with the new. I'm super excited for that. All right, so let's just jump into this match, and I'll explain this deck. All right, if you guys remember in last video, I said that Dragonite is outclassed by a lot of the dragons in the dragon meta. And the only way to make this Dragonite somewhat viable would be to fully evolve it. The sightseeing is very, like I said, outdated, outclassed compared to the Fly with Ray. So to get the sightseeing on par with Fly, we have to we have to fully evolve it, which the sightseeing will have a 3-star. Dragon Tail will be hitting for 140, and then the extreme speed will be hitting for 100. Now the key is, how are we going to fully evolve a Dragonite? Well, this is the deck that we are rocking. We're rocking an Ice deck, and I honestly think Ice decks are not that bad. Ice decks were really good for a little bit, and then Fire decks came out. Then, the Houndour and that whole Fire meta came out. But how many people are still rocking Fire decks? I mean, I honestly don't see them at all. And when I do run into them, I get absolutely destroyed. Like, absolutely. That's kind of, like, hypocritical. Like, I don't see them at all. But when I do, I get destroyed. Like, what I'm saying is, in the last, like, couple months, I've seen one. And I got absolutely destroyed by it. But what I'm saying is, we don't really see them that much. So, I think Ice decks are okay. But then again, everything's going to change. Well, I guess not with the meta. But I don't know. Maybe I might start running Ice decks. Anyway, sorry for that tangent. This is the deck we are running. We are rocking the double Frostlass with the Marshadow. I think these benefit because they are going to be... Anything that battles this is going to be... Basically, the Frostlass are going to be hitting for 100. If you have at least one chain in them, they beat Zoro. But the thing is, you don't really necessarily need to because you want to freeze things. Now, for somebody who does not have the Drift Blim... there's another way of putting Mons in your PC, and that would be with the Frostlass, with its ability, the Carry Home. If there is a Frozen Mon, you can move through them. They go to your PC. And also rocking the Mighty Sphere with the Marshadow, but I'm not rocking the Mighty Sphere because this deck is to showcase Dragonite, and what we actually are running is the Winged Sphere. So when I fully get that Dragonite, we're going to put the Wing Sphere on it, and it's going to allow it to move through figures other than flying type mons. So here's the premise of the deck. You have these two. These two are your, I want to say your warriors, I guess. You want these things to get attacked. And when the opponent becomes frozen, that's when you go in with Dratini. The entire wheel of Dratini don't have to DC because then you can just attack when they're frozen. Anything it hits, it's a free evolution. And then we're rocking the Kirums, man. I miss running the Kirums when things are frozen. If the frozen mon is 2 steps away from the Kirum, it's permafrost, man. They cannot be unfrozen. I mean, unless they do like a scoop up or an evolution. So take a look at my deck. We were playing against Siege, and they are kind of like it's meta, pretty meta, with the exception of Mewtwo. And I think they're running, what the? Is everything in an Annihilate? I think everything is into the Annihilate. Very interesting. I just realized that this man is level 10 and put everything into Annihilate. Very interesting. And they're rocking the Mewtwo X. Is that chained to 10? It is chained to 10. What, dude? I don't understand. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Okay, I see what they're doing. They're trying to Annihilate, right? Get to the entry point, then Mega Mewtwo, and then Psycho Shove. It's very interesting. I wish I actually saw how that worked. Let's see. Plates they're running, Gold Block, Scoop, Meteor Teachings, and Dragon Sphere. So we're going up against a very annoying Ray. But let's see how this match unfolds. Oh, and by the way, this is like a lot of misplays, okay? First time running this deck. Well, actually, it was like my third match, but just a lot of misplays. So just bear with me, all right? So let's go ahead. So I go first. I'm gonna be defensive with Marshadow. I see them moving up. Like I said, we basically want to set up our Frostlasses here. And the thing that I don't really like about ice decks is you kind of have to allow, it's like the sleep decks in the last video. You have to allow your opponents to attack you, then you can capitalize. Unless they're completely overextend and then you're on your side, then you can DC and freeze them if they cannot reach them the following turn, or if you have your Kyurem near them. So we're going to set up the basic Shuppet wall like we always do. I see this Mewtwo coming forward. I'm like, okay, we're just going to be defensive. We're going to see if he's going to Mega. He's not going to Mega. I see him bringing on his Giratina. I'm not fearing the Giratina. I'm actually hoping the Giratina comes here rather than this thing, because that thing is annoying. And my opponent does. I'm like, perfect. This is awesome. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I would much rather you have here. Much rather you be here. So he's going to attack me. And I'm like, yes, we get the freeze off. I'm super excited. And what you want to do here is you always want to have, well, you want to have your Dratini somewhere near when something like this happens. So I'm like, perfect. This is great. All we have to do now is attack. We don't even have to DC, just like I said, because the entire will knock you off the board and get the evolution. So we are going to freely attack here, and just like I said, it doesn't even matter. We're going to get the roll. I was so salty. So salty when that happened. So I'm going to move here. Look, this is... I move over my Frostlass. And I'm trying to unfreeze my Marshadow. I totally forget that my Marshadow is 2 steps away from my Kyurem. And I think my opponent makes a mistake here, because what they could have done is they could have used Giratina's ability. I believe they could have done Giratina's ability where they move through the adjacent Pokemon to a point 1 to 2 steps away from that one. So he could have moved right here. He could have moved right here, and I would have had to move. I would have had to protect. And then I think he could have, well, maybe that's not. He could have moved, yeah, he could have surrounded this Kyurem, because he could have moved here. I would have cover up here, and then he could move Mewtwo here. No, actually, I would have moved here, actually. I don't know. Either way, I thought he could have moved there, but okay, I can see why he didn't do that now. So I decided to move my Kyurem out of the way, but then I realized he's still 2 steps away, and I still cannot unfreeze this, but thank God RNG is coming back. They didn't get a KO there. They didn't get the free evolution. So now we're going to threaten to get rid of this Mewtwo. My opponent's going to DC here. I'm like, that's fine. You can do that. Even if you do get the takeaway, even if you do win this roll, Mewtwo's dead. I don't know why you didn't back off your Mewtwo. But he's going to take the Debon because he wants to take the evolution. I'm like, that's fine. Because like I said, we can get rid of the Mewtwo the following turn. You can bring this Giratina up. It doesn't matter. So goodbye Mewtwo. Goodbye Mega. He's going to bring the Giratina, like I said. Even if he does attack me, even if he does freeze me, we can just move my Kyurem right here. And then he'll be permanently frozen. We get the Glaciate. And if you, I was like, dude, if you get your gold, I'm going to lose my mind. And he didn't. I'm like, okay, good. So it looks like the Fracture spun. He's only 1 MP, which is very fortunate. I think I moved my... no, I don't move my Marshadow back. And the opponent just continues to attack, and I'm like, dude, like, if you're... I don't know why you're trying to, like, waste your Giratina here. So he's going to Meteor Teachings. I think he's going to attack my Marshadow. Yeah, attacks my Marshadow. Marshadow, my dodge is gone. The thing is chained to 10. Seeing Ray chained to 10 just... I mean, it's a good investment, but it's annoying. Anyway, so I'm going to move up my Kyurem. I just want him to attack me because then we're going to freeze him, and we do freeze him right here. And now we can attack again with our Dratini. I'm like, I swear, if you roll miss, I'm going to lose my mind. Thank God we do not. We get the freeze tail. We do get the free evolution on to the Dragonair. And there's something I want to talk about on this Dragonair. Like, look how big that miss is. Now, granted, my Dragonair is not level 5. And, dude, I hate how long it takes, dude. I was so mad I rolled fly there. But that was actually really good because then I can move my Frostlass here, and if he KOs my Frostlass and becomes frozen, he's permafrost. But look how big that miss is at level 4. To have a miss at 12 at level 5 is absolutely absurd. So I got to cover up gold here. I'm going to bring my Frostlass, and I'm hoping he attacks, and he does. And we get the Diamond Dust. So I was like, oh, even better. Now you're frozen. Now you're in my PC. Now we get our Marshadow back. This thing I don't want to see, but we're going to block off with my Frostlass, and hopefully we get something good. They do get the takeaway. Kind of unfortunate, but it's a-okay. So, but we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to DC here because we have a 13 size miss on this Keldeo. We have a good shot of getting. But after I hit my Magnetic Storm, I'm like, I swear if I roll this miss, I'm gonna be so mad. We get the double Magnetic Storm. Like, really? I mean, I guess it's better than a miss, but I was trying to get an evolution there. We need the Dragonite. Again with the Drifblim, and we're going to max revive here because we're going to threaten the Fly or the Freeze. And we get the KO. I'm like, okay. It's better than I thought. Better than I anticipated, and we are confused, which is actually pretty good because now I have a more chance of hitting the Ice Beam or the not the Ice Beam, but the Outrage. So I move my Marshadow here, threatening to take the entry point, and my opponent sees that and they put the Mewtwo there. But I wouldn't have been able to take the entry point because of the Fracture's ability. So that was a misplay on my part and a misplay on my opponent's part as well. So I'm gonna use Dragonite's ability to remove the paralysis from myself, and we're gonna DC again. Both those blues are gone. Like, dude, like, please, can I get a roll? Okay, we got the roll. We got the Dragonite. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. We finally got the Dragonite. Wait a minute, hold up. Why didn't the Keldeo go to the bench? Oh wait, does Dragontail just, dude, just stop. I said stop. Just stop where you are. All right, we gotta wait for a minute. I thought Dragontail displaced the figure. That was kind of upsetting. We really needed the freeze there. That would have been nice. All right, hold on. Let's go back. Dragontail. Hold on. You had Dragontail right too, right? Dragontail benches your opponent except when the Pokemon has fainted. Your battle opponent must gain. Wait, why did it not go to the bench? Both of our attacks send you to the bench. Why did his not go to the bench? Please let me know in the comments below why. Oh, I guess because it. Except when the battle. I mean, I guess he didn't necessarily faint. That's kind of. I don't know. He didn't faint. He changed. I don't know. There's too much contingencies within the text. So I can see because I out damaged it. That's probably why. But the fact that he stayed on the board, I think he should have been. I don't know. I thought we were both gonna get benched there, and we don't. All right. So now we're gonna we're in a range for a Fly Cheese, so we have to cover up with the Frostlass, and he does get the Fly. Like, that would have been game. So good play on my part. We're gonna be a little defensive here because I can't cover the goal if he KOs. If he gets the gold on, like, say, my purple. But fortunately for us, he gets the Fly, the double Fly. Get out of here. And we get our Frostlass back. So now I'm going to play the Wing Sphere. Now we can move through figures. They're going to move up to Mewtwo. I'm going to block off with the Frostlass. Does he? Yeah, he attacks here. Gets the miss. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Now we can actually move up the Dragonite. I'm fearing this figure right here, and he puts them right there, and I was really scared. So I swap here. I don't want my Dragonite. Even though, you know what? Okay, so that was a misplay on my part. 100% completely. What I want to do here is, because this is the Dragonite video. Speaking of which, he also has a 12 miss, and he's only level 1, though. I want to win with Dragonite. So what I do is, I see the vulnerability here. I see the fracture here. I want to attack with my Dragonite to get the Fly Cheese, or in this case, the Sightseeing Cheese. Because he moves his Drifblim here, I was fearing the Drifblim for some reason, even though I also have a 3-star purple. But yeah, I shouldn't have feared it that much. I should have actually just moved up. So I swap spot, and I thought about swap spotting and then moving Dragonite here. But then I was fearing that the Drifblim would come over here and attack. And actually, if he did, that would have been good because we would have flown and then we would have won the following turn. So I definitely should have moved there, or I should have moved up there. So misplay, waste of play on my part. So I moved the Frostlass over. They're going to attack. And we get the freeze. I'm like, okay, this is good. What do we do here? I move Dragonite. I attack, trying to get the fly. No, I'm trying to get the damage. Fly or damage. Anything would have been good there. We do get the damage. I'm like, okay, that's good. And now he moves this thing on. I'm actually going to move up forward. I'm going to try and set up a surround here. He moves over. I'm like, perfect. 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 We do get the freeze. And like I said, this is the Dragonite video. So what we're going to do is, it's all for nothing. Now, here's the better play, in my opinion, okay? We can move Shadow right here. The opponent can't reach me. He can't surround me. He would have to backpedal with the Fracture or attack the Mewtwo and risk me landing dodge, or, yeah, me landing dodge. So I should have moved here. He would move back, and then I would have moved up with the Dragonite. No, but then he would have moved Ray there. But I was like, I saw an opportunity. You guys know how it is. Once you see an opportunity, you got to take it. So I'm like, all right, we're going to attack this Fracture. We're going to get our sightseeing, and that's GG, boys. So let's go. Territorial, doesn't matter. Sightseeing, no. We just get out damage, and Dragonite does not get the win. I was like, well, that's kind of upsetting. I really wanted to show off Dragonite for the win there, but we don't, and now everything is kind of frustrating. So, but the good thing is we have freeze. Like I said, freeze mons they're pretty good. So they're gonna meet our teachings here. Do they go here? Or do they go here? Doesn't matter where he goes. If he attacks me and KOs me, if they get frozen, we're good. We can move over to the other Kyurem and he gets the fly. That's kind of scary, so I got to be defensive here. And the opponent gets the fly again. This Ray has rolled fly 4 times, and I'm so happy. Get out of here. Opponent attacks, hoping to gold on white, but he does get the Secret Sword, and fortunately for me, my damage is over 100, so when I do land my white, it doesn't matter. It's not going to KO me. Gets a water jump, he gets to go over me, so we're going to have to go back and take our goal, even though we were trying to advance up with our Frostlass. Now this is a very scary roll. If he gets his gold on purple, we are in trouble, but we do get the clutch Diamond Dust on their miss. And I'm going to move through, and we're going to get our Frostlass back. Hello, Keldeo Resolute. Welcome to my PC. And we get the freeze here. Let's go. So I'm going to move my Kyurem over, and we're going to permafrost him. Although, I don't know this, so can you guys please let me know in the comments below. Can he change forms and cure himself from the freeze? I don't know. But they're going to advance up with the hacks, so we're going to counter with our Frostlass. And even if we do, dude, we needed the freeze there. We needed the freeze there, because then I could have had 2 Mons permanently frozen. And because of their ability, the Destiny Bond does not KO. So I was a little salty there. I was actually hoping he would attack me so we could cheese win. But I'm going to move through him. Didn't want to attack there because the odds are not good. And me hitting, dude, the fly, that was very unfortunate. But we're gonna threaten game here. They're gonna have to goal block now. And here I was like, perfect. Now we can do it. But I neglected to look at my opponent's plates. The scoop up and Dragonite goes down again, and I'm just making misplay after misplay. Opponent's attacking here, trying to get the water jump, I believe, but he does get the Aqua Jet onto my Ice Beam, so now we can actually perma-freeze this. Oh no, we just KO'd it. What am I talking about? And, oh yeah, the opponent ran out of time, and that is GG, boys. So that's it. That's going to be the last video probably until the update. We have about 2 days, so I'm looking forward to seeing this update. Thinking about taking Monday off. That way we can stream it while the maintenance is going down. And then when it's up and running, we can just boom, hit it, even though it'll be early in the morning for me. But we're going to cut the video there. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend and have a fantastic one. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.